Hi, I'm Mitch Gallagher. Welcome to the Sweetwater Minute. Recently, I was privileged to have a chance to go to France with several other people from here at Sweetwater. We were invited to Saint Etienne to visit the Focal manufacturing facility. This facility is where they manufacture all the drivers and all the speakers that they use for their professional and their consumer applications. Let's take a look inside the factory.
So Focal was created 30 years ago by Jacques Mahul, the founder of the company. Jacques Mahul's father ran a tooling machine company, and when Jacques decided to develop his own transducer, his father said, okay, you can try and use some of our machine. And so the story started like this, with only a very small part of Jacques' father business involved in the speakers. And years after years after years, the speakers business increased a lot, and the company moved to Focal. So right from the start it was a tooling machine company, and after that it moved to a speaker company. And this is also the reason why nowadays you do not only have one R&D department, but you have two R&D departments. Here you are in the product R&D department, and in the manufacturing area you will see the other one, which is devoted to the tooling machine development process and all that stuff. So every single machine you will see in the manufacturing area has been developed, assembled by our tooling engineer. Okay, so you are now in the manufacturing plant. This plant is divided into two parts. You have the woofer and subwoofer manufacturing here, and the tweeters upstairs. And these are not for dead bodies, but for raw materials such as glass fibers and cover layers, in order to keep the mechanical characteristics stable. You have to achieve a perfect damping, perfect rigidity, and a very low mass. The less thing you will have to fix with the crossover process. So for us, the crossover process is just about the coupling between the mid-range and the tweeter, or the bass driver and the mid-range. But we do not correct any defaults with the crossover, because right from the cone design, everything is just perfect on an acoustic basis. There is no machine on the market to manufacture this, so you have to develop first of all the tooling, and then you also have to manufacture it. And as you can see, you have several steps, and the manufacturing process is quite long. It's also quite expensive, so you must make sure that you will be able to integrate that kind of high-end technology in high-end product in order to offer the best performances to the market. And this is the reason why I told you right from the start of the tour that you have two kinds of companies. Companies that buy drivers from catalogs and companies that design and manufacture drivers right from the cone design. The magnet is not active right from the start. Why? Because thanks to this, we avoid to collect every dust and all that kind of things. Because at the end, the problem will be that here you will have a voice coil in between, and if you have dust, you will have some noises. When you listen to monitors with ribbon tweeters or with conventional domes, you must really be at the sweet spot to have the good tonal balance. Whereas using an inverted dome tweeter with beryllium alloy, this allows you to move way much more and you will keep the same tonal balance all the time because it's less directive, and because of these capabilities you can achieve high SPL capabilities without destroying the performances. So that's very, very interesting. As this tweeter can go up to 40K, it will be able to reproduce even more details in between 10 to 20K. So if you want to precisely adjust the reverb tails, as an example, with a beryllium tweeter, it's obvious. You will precisely hear every slightest change on the reverb and on the settings.
The Focal manufacturing facility in Saint-Étienne, France is really an incredible place. They make the drivers from the ground up, they assemble the speakers, they have testing facilities, anechoic chambers, really an amazing place. I'd like to thank Nicolas Debard, Focal Professional Manager, and Simon Cote from Audio Plus Services in Toronto for bringing us over to France to check out the facility. We really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed this look inside the plant. It's an amazing place. Focals are amazing speakers. I'm Mitch Gallagher. Thanks for joining me for the Sweetwater Minute.